We gon' get it up. We gon' go hard, dog. We don't get enough. Put it on my God, shorty bad. Oh my God. This ain't no facade. Park that thing in her garage. And it got me leaning like a kickstand. Think I took too much, I could withstand. The way I put this shit together, can't nobody do it better. Keep them janky moves, but you thought that you was clever. But we gon' solve it later, now let's get this paper. Cause we ain't worried about shit, now let's get this paper. Shawty say I'm too much, fam, them too tough. When you get them blues up, then you make them rules up. Whoa!
Yo, what it do, world? Welcome to a whole another new episode of You Ain't Outside Podcast, hosted by your boy, Thankful and grateful as always for y'all always tuning in with me, so I wasn't able to record last week, so I want to give y'all a recap of what I did last week. I took my family on a trip. We went down south to see some of my other family members, like my pops, my grandma, my great grandma, my G pops, cousins, aunties, uncles, and all that, so it was a very good time, we had a blast, we had fun, but yeah, other than that, so I wasn't able to record, but that's why I'm here now, so as of, today this is the next episode, so let's get started. So y'all know how I always do with my healthy topics and whatnot, so I want to kind of pick your brain and see how y'all feeling and what y'all thinking about this, It's just about winning. So the first question of the podcast I have is, what are you not willing to do to win? So what I mean by not willing to do is cheat, do certain things to make you win, because I would say, that's like kind of a loser mentality, so are you a loser when you do that kind of stuff, because I don't always look at a loss as like I'm a loser. When I take a loss, I look at it as a lesson, it was something that I needed to learn or go through so I could win the next time, so so like I said, what are you not willing to do to win? A lot of people do whatever they can to win, and I ultimately call those people really losers, so if you have to cheat to win, you shouldn't even want to win anyway, but shouts out to the winners who doing it right, doing it step by step. They building, it don't matter how much money you got, how much money you don't have, the talent you don't have, but as long as you can put it all together, because those are necessities, those are blessings from God. Sometimes God blesses us with a little bit more money to do more so we can win, a little bit more talent so we can put the best product out there to win, so it really doesn't matter about that, but when you start to do the stuff that's unseen to win, that's when I believe it's a problem, so yeah, like I said, those just are my thoughts. I want to know what is yours, what are you not willing to do to win? Keep me posted and updated on that, and we can move forward from there. Yeah, man, new music, man. Got a lot of great music that's dropped, so yeah, I want to keep y'all updated on that, so first and foremost, I want to shout out to the album that came out. I got 30 Days that came out by Money Man. I got Hurricane Wisdom drop, Perfect Storm, Sorry for the Rain. I got Ty Dolla Sign drop Tycoon, Gucci Mane drop Episodes. I believe that came out with a book too, so make sure y'all go check that out. Dave East dropped that Karma 4. Kaki Kai dropped Street Therapy. K Camp dropped Kiss 6, the deluxe. Mona Leo dropped Who Did the Body. Lil Gennard dropped In My Glory. Lil Ray dropped For My Fans 3. Also I have Bia dropped. Yep. So last week Bia dropped, and I wasn't able to record. So I want to say shouts out to Bia. She dropped her album entitled Bianca. So y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Yeah. Other than that, I want to get y'all on these singles. So shouts out to Lil TJ. He dropped Letter to My Block. Ty Dolla Sign got a song called Smile Body Pretty Face featuring Kodak. Dave East and Mike and Keys dropped 12 Months featuring the great Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? RP Nip. We gonna always love you and miss you. Hurricane Wisdom and G Herbo dropped Clippers. Wale and BNYX dropped Mirror on the Benz. Big L and Nas dropped You Ain't Got a Chance. So I believe Big L dropped the album too. So make sure y'all go check that out. Well, he got an album coming out. It ain't came out yet. It's entitled Harlem's Finest, Return of the King. So RP Big L, y'all know he been gone for a while now. So I want to say shouts out to the whole mass appeal of everybody. They putting out those legendary acts. Mobb Deep dropped the project under them. Raekwon dropped the project. Ghostface dropped the project under them. So I'm gonna say shouts out to y'all for pushing the envelope and letting them know that real hip hop is still alive. So other than that, Bossman DLow and OJ the Juice Man got a song called Big Dog Status. I believe they got a video for that. So go check that out. Bunna B dropped LMAO. Vez dropped Sign a Napkin. Money Man got For Sure. D Moolah dropped The Backseat. Currency got Point of View. And Gucci and OJ got Back Cooking. Rod Wave dropped Leaving. Hit Boy and Alchemist. Hit Boy and Alchemist dropped Celebration Moments featuring Havoc. So yeah, man, make sure y'all go check out those joints. You know what I mean? Great music. Support. I come from hip hop, so I am hip hop. Other than that, 11, 10, live from the Pork and Bean 5. You heard it here first. Coming soon. Yeah, man. So this is the sports part of the podcast. So first and foremost, I wanted to start off with a congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces. The ladies did their thing. I believe they swept the Phoenix Mercury. It was closer than it just being a sweep, but it was closer. But ultimately, the Aces won, and Asia Wilson, another MVP. She racking them jokers up, So I want to say shouts out to the ladies. I look forward to what y'all do next year, and like I always been pushing, I want to see them in playoff time, prime time. So as the NBA is playing around 7 o'clock on playoff time sometimes, I want to see the ladies do that too as far as the finals, So I'm pushing for that. So y'all make that happen. But other than that, I have the NFL power rankings for this week. So starting out at 5, I have the Green Bay Packers. Coming in at 4, I have the Buffalo Bills. No, coming in at 4, I have the Seattle Seahawks. Coming at 3, I have the Buffalo Bills. Coming at 2, I have the Detroit Lions. And coming in at 1, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So y'all know how like it changes week to week. That's my power rankings so far. I'm gonna keep y'all posted and updated on that. But other than that, I have the college football power rankings as well, So this is tough. So Miami just lost last night. So I don't want to change the power rankings with them until next week. So I'm going to keep them in there so far. So coming in at number 5, I have Ole Miss. At 4, I have Texas A&M. At 3, I have Indiana University. At 2, I have the Miami Hurricanes. And coming in at number 1, I have the Ohio State Buckeyes. So, yep, that's the power rankings for this week. Like I said, next week I know it's really going to change because the Hurricanes lost yesterday by 3 points, so maybe they don't drop out of the top 5. Maybe they be at number 5, but we'll see. We'll see what the voters do. But, yeah, other than that, I have the MLB playoffs, man. So I want to start out with the series that's ended already. So the Milwaukee Brewers lost against the LA Dodgers 4-0. Ohtani, that last game, he hit 3 home runs. He struck out 10 people. Man, when I say the greatest since Babe Ruth, doing both of those things together, he's the first pitcher and hitter ever to do that in the playoffs and regular season. So I want to say shouts out to the Dodgers for moving on. And y'all in the World Series now. So the Dodgers are waiting on the Seattle Mariners or the Toronto Blue Jays. So their series is 3-2. The Seattle is up. So we're going to see how it goes. These two teams have been close. Maybe it'll be a 7 games. Who knows? But I'm going to keep y'all posted and updated on that. Other than that, the NBA season is almost here. So the last preseason games was this week. So I believe going into next week or the week after, we have NBA. So get ready, get tuned in. I know I am. I can't wait to watch. Other than that, that's all I got for sports. So yeah, this is the Off the Dome segment where I speak my mind and stuff and whatnot, so, like how I was just talking about earlier, what are some things that you won't do, to win and trying to win so much that you lose, my Off the Dome segment is kind of pertaining towards that, so I just want to be honest with y'all, let y'all know it's okay to lose, That doesn't mean you're a loser. That means you lost, and then see, by losing you learn your lessons. You get in there and you figure it out. It's not ultimately going to be a stain on your life. So I just say keep doing your thing. And like I said, it's okay to lose. Losing doesn't mean it's over. So keep doing what you got to do. Keep building. Keep growing. Other than that, thank you for tuning in to You Ain't Outside podcast hosted by your boy. And like I always say, man, if you ain't outside, where you at?
Don't get it up. We gon' go hard, dog. We don't get enough. Put it on my God, shorty bad. Oh my God. This ain't no facade. Park that thing in her garage. And it got me leaning like a kickstand. Think I took too much, I could withstand. The way I put this shit together, can't nobody do it better. Peep them janky moves, but you thought that you was clever. But we gon' solve it later. Now let's get this paper. Cause we ain't worried about shit. Now let's get this paper. Shawty say I'm too much, fam, them too tough. When you get them blues up, then you make them rules up. Whoa.